I'm very happy to present the Honorable Tom Silmy, Suffolk County Legislator. He'll be swearing in our Receiver of Taxes, Alexis Weik.
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations.
My goal is to provide you with the most efficient, accurate, and most convenient customer service possible. To provide the hardworking taxpayers with friendly, professional help every day. I look forward to this great opportunity, and I will do my best to make you all proud. Thank you so much.
Our next official that we'd like to have sworn in will be sworn in by the Honorable, himself just elected, Supreme Court Judge, the Honorable John B. Collins will be swearing in Olga Hopkins Murray.
And that I will faithfully perform the duties.
And that I will faithfully perform the duties.
Of the Clerk of the Town of Islip.
Of the Clerk of the Town of Islip.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. Without the veterans and without the armed forces who are working right now saving our country, we wouldn't be at any ceremony of this nature. Thank you very much, and I look forward to serving the people of Islip.
Once again, I'd like to call upon the Honorable Supreme Court Justice John Collins, who will be swearing in a gentleman who I've gotten to know very well during this campaign. And I am very proud and pleased to tell you he will make an excellent councilman, and that's our Councilman Anthony Senft.
That I will faithfully perform the duties of councilman.
And I will faithfully perform the duties of councilman
of the Town of Islip.
Of the Town of Islip.
According to the best of my ability.
According to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. We will work to ensure that our town employees are treated with dignity and respect. Woo! Our town employees will have leaders and supervisors that are qualified, hardworking, and respectful. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, we will return town government to its citizens, where it rightly belongs.
Next gentleman who I'd like to bring up has been instrumental in some of the resurgence, both politically and governmentally, that's gone on in the town of Islip. Comes from a long history of being involved, a family who has served the town of Islip, for those of you who know them, in many, many ways. His father was a great elected official, served in so many different capacities, has been a wealth of knowledge throughout this process. I'm very honored to ask the Honorable Philip Goglis to come up and swear in Councilman John Cochrane, Jr.
And that I will faithfully perform the duties of councilman of the Town of Islip. I will faithfully perform the duties of councilman of the Town of Islip. According to the best of my ability. According to the best of my ability. So help me God. So help me God. Ladies and gentlemen, I present.
And you have a qualified team here, all of us, to make these decisions. I'm honored to be part of that team. And by the way, Supervisor, I'm ready to assume the watch. So, and for the rest.
And with that, I'd like to ask the Honorable District Court Judge Patricia Filiberto to swear in our new Islip Supervisor, Tom Croci.
Thomas Dominic Croci,
do solemnly swear
that I will uphold the Constitution of the State of New York,
that I will uphold the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the local laws and bylaws and ordinances of the Town of Islip and Suffolk County,
the local laws, bylaws, and ordinances of the Town of Islip and Suffolk County,
and I promise
that I will faithfully perform the duties of supervisor
of the Town of Islip
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my abilities, so help me God. Thank you very much, Congressman, to our distinguished elected officials and our former elected officials who are present today, and our honored guests all, welcome to Bohemia, and a very happy New Year. I know some of you are here because you worked tirelessly to make this day happen, and others are here just to make sure it really did happen. But all told, you have done something here today that I think you should be very proud of. There's another smaller group here today who are alumni of this institution, Connetquot High School, who graduated without completing some of the detentions and in-school suspensions that they were supposed to. Fortunately, my father has the list, and you'll be greeted by the deputy sheriffs outside and escorted to the LGI for your detention. But to all in attendance, my team and I, seated on the stage, are deeply grateful that you would attend today, a day in the town of Islip that we can be proud of and that we will all remember for years to come. I would like, of course, to reiterate our thanks to our host, the Connetquot School District, the Islip Fire Chiefs, gentlemen, women, thank you so much. You see them manning the rails. I could not be prouder to have you here today with me. To the Islip Republican Committee, to our law enforcement who are keeping us safe right now, and to our Islip Veterans Organizations, of which I am a member of all. I am so proud to have you here with me, brothers and sisters. To all of our volunteers and the inaugural committee who spent long hours to make this event possible, thank you. You earned it. We're here today celebrating not just the election of 5 new public servants for Islip, but I think a moment for many which reaffirms what I learned within these walls and which so many of you learned in your schools throughout the town, is that every American has the power to shape their government, to shape their town with the greatest weapon the world has ever known, the greatest weapon for peace, for good, for prosperity, and that is the vote. I have seen an oppressed people recently freed in Afghanistan casting their vote for the first time, and ladies and gentlemen, there are no words to describe what that scene looks like. It's truly a thing of beauty. And Islip truly is a beautiful spot in this world and in this country, like no other. It is certainly more beautiful than some of the places that my eyes have seen. We are a township of proud, hard-working, independent-minded Americans who are facing tough challenges. We are facing a budget deficit, which is shaping up to be far greater than previously reported. Taxes, borrowing, seniors and families just trying to survive here. Not quite the ideal set of circumstances that newly elected officials want to come in to manage. But we will face them on our first day in office and every day thereafter while we are in town hall. We are not going to kick these problems to the next generation, leave them for a new team. We're going to confront them head on. We're going to unleash the economic engine of this town and all of you We have to. Too much is at stake. We are not going to fail. And while my thoughts today are on these challenges, of course, as they're on all of our minds, my thoughts are really drawn elsewhere to places far from Bohemia. I'm thinking about a remote forward operating base in the mountains of Afghanistan. And I'm thinking about members of our armed forces who are standing high atop a HESCO barrier wall, and they are standing the watch. I'm thinking about some of the last patrols in the cities and villages of Iraq, and there they are, again, standing the watch. At Normandy, at Guadalcanal, Incheon, Da Nang, they were all there standing the watch. At our firehouses, at our police precincts, in our ambulance companies, they are all there standing the watch. In the Pentagon and in the White House Situation Room, they are there, always, standing the watch. Military and civilian, all ages, ranks, backgrounds, from everywhere in the country. They are there standing the watch so we can sleep safely in our beds at night, and that we can wake in the morning to assemble here in a free republic today and witness the peaceful transition of constitutional government. What a beautiful thing. And when I think of them and those who have fallen, I know as you do that we cannot fail. We cannot give up. We have to move forward. We have to find ways to fix the extraordinary problems that we're facing and prosper and live life. And we shall. Our grandparents' generation did it. They came back from World War II, confronted great challenges, and they built the roads, the schools, the businesses, the hospitals, the churches and synagogues that make Long Island what it is, and Islip what it is today. We will once again build in this town. We will watch Islip grow. We will create. We will invent. And we will make tough decisions. We will survive and thrive yet again. Count on us. I'd like to tell you a brief story. In certain circles in my world, in the intelligence community, this is a story that's pretty well known, but it's not recorded anywhere. It's a story about a briefing that President Ronald Reagan received in the Oval Office while he was when he was president. And a group of individuals came in to brief him about a very clandestine operation that had occurred, extraordinary risk to the men who were involved. And he was receiving this briefing. And when the briefers were finished, President Reagan said, of course I'm paraphrasing, and I won't do a Ronald Reagan, but President Reagan said, "Where on earth do we find such men to do these great things?" And without hesitation, the briefer turned to the president and said, "They're just young Americans, Mr. President." And President Reagan smiled. I stand here today because a great nation is built on great men and women, but alongside are the communities and the families who support us and who serve and who give back every day. That's all of you. I stand here and have been able to serve because of a great community and, yes, a great family. To my family and to my dear friends who are here, some of them are the individuals who will be reporting for detention after this ceremony. You know who you are. To my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, I love you very much and thank you. We have weathered the storms together, and we will do so in the future. To my sister, Christina, thank you for your love and support. You made my service possible too, so you're responsible for this, which means I get to blame you if anything goes wrong. That's what sisters are for. To my Connetquot family. And ladies and gentlemen, none of this would be possible today for Islip my service to our nation, and certainly now my service to the town, without the lives and the service of Tom and Joanne Croci. My dad and my late mother, who spent their lives mentoring generations of students, building this institution of Connetquot, making it strong with their friends and their colleagues, helping families in our communities in some of the most difficult times, creating and volunteering in organizations, all while raising 2 kids. Thank you, Dad, and thanks, Mom. I learned about serving others through your eyes. Thank you. So with the very simple formula of faith, hard work, and a belief in something greater than oneself, this team and I humbly accept the challenge we have been given and the great confidence the people of the town of Islip have bestowed upon us. We leave here today ready to press ahead and serve the town and the people that we so deeply love. Thank you all. God bless you, and God bless the United States.